Whew. Whew. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Bonagatsu. This is the future me speaking as of Tuesday, December the 13th, in the year 2022. I'm recording the video that was already pre-recorded yesterday because it was apparently too big for BitChute. Even though I've already got one up there. Again, I mean, this is like a split core, so yeah. This is the final part of this. So, I'm going to delete the very first part and just kind of make it, because I already, there's no sense in me doing the thing and then without the gameplay, so I'm just going to delete that. I don't know, unless it does 6 parts, I'll check it out. If it does 6 parts, I'll just do it that way. I want to make it as even as possible. If not, well, you know. Anyway, so pretty much that's what's happening here. This is the last part of it. Just to finish up this part. This is the video. That's just it. We're not done yet with the battlefields yet. We got like a couple more videos. There's one more video I have to split up too, but after this, I'm gonna be deleting the original video, which is 27 minutes and 22 seconds, so we can free up some space a little bit. But yeah, pretty much it was originally recorded yesterday. That was the pre-record. That's what pre-recording is. Well, it doesn't even matter when it was recorded, but for pre-recording anyway. Like, you know, because I always try to do these videos in advance, and way in advance. Even though that this may not come out till next year sometime, because I can't doggone to it. We're almost at the end of this year, but we're also almost done with releasing videos that I'm trying to get out to get them a head start, because that's the ones I want to go out. I've already decided what I'm going to start on a trial basis, because views are starting to drop. So, I mean, by the time this comes out, you won't even know that I've said this. But pretty much because views are starting to drop, I'm going to take the chance to see what happens with one video a week. Except for the Sunday. Sunday we'll have the pre-recorded Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I might just... No, I won't either. I'm just going to put it in 3 videos. No matter what, it's going to be 3 videos. So it has to be. I'm not going to start a whole new project on that day. No. Again, once I get done with this will be the next project coming up. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but I already have it in mind if I still get enough views. If I'm not getting enough views right in a time that this comes out and everything, it may not even see the light of day. I might not even bother with it. I might just go and start just playing it on by myself, because I mean, I don't have a problem with that, but I thought I would share some knowledge with a person who's got more experience than anybody out there, for the most part. It just depends on what the game is. You know. Especially because of also how much times I've actually played it, not considering how many games I've actually 100%ed it. Most of the games I'll be playing will be blind, like Tales of Destiny. There will be some parts to Final Fantasy VII that will be blind, but other than that, I pretty much already know the game by heart. Well, I wouldn't say by heart like I can remember today, because I'm getting older. I'm getting too old to remember a lot of things. Like, literally, something happened to somebody, I'm not going to name any names, did something that was really stupid. And I mean, she literally did this. I literally thought, because when I say I'm getting old, I mean I'm getting old. You think that just because 39 is still young is just sadly mistaken. It depends on how much you've been through in life, what you've been dealing with, and everything. It just depends, especially with your own mental problems and health, you know. But anyway, so moving on, she did this thing where she flipped the reset switch. I didn't think about it. I didn't even. I think I did try to flip it on and off. It wasn't working. So eventually, I mean, I kept thinking for some reason there was something wrong with the power strip. And this is the person I've already talked about her. It's kind of a sore subject. But yeah, she went through something which I understand. It's not about understanding. It's the fact that this kind of crap should not be happening that she's doing. That is a big no-no. She has done things that has just about disrupted the business in more than one way, you know, which is not good. And the hell of it is that the daggum government and state is not doing a damn thing about it. I mean, they're helping me out, and I have no complaints as far as that goes. But that's just it. It's not really helping my mental, you might say mental fatigue or whatever, my mental stress that has been brought on by all this crap. And, not, and to make matters worse, especially on top of my own damn health problems, I have to clean it up after her. Yes, it pisses me off. I mean, I'm not going to yell and scream and shout every time I have to do it, but it still pisses me off. Especially, most of every once in a while, I'll do it because, I have to push myself in order to do it. But it's just a thing I do in order to get through it. Otherwise, it's nothing personal. I don't like beat up anything. I just scream and shout. That's it. What can I do? I don't break things. I don't throw a bottle at the wall and say, "Damn piece of crap, bitch." Even if I did, In a lot of ways, I think there's something going on. Like there's a joke going on. But then again, I don't know. I haven't seen her actually recover. I think some of the times it's like she recovers, but then it's like all of a sudden she's back at it again. And she literally did something else to me that I was able to thank God or whoever is out there who's listening. God, devil, I don't care. Doesn't really matter to me. Ultimately, because whoever it was, I'm thankful because I was able to bypass that. But still, that puts a hamper on things. So, I mean, I can't do what I was doing before, but it's alright. I fixed that. I mean, I still have to do the loading fee if I want to put some more. Or, well, if I need to do it, because it's the only way I can do it anyway, is over there at Wally World. Craziest damn thing. I can reload, I can put money on it digitally, but if you have cash on hand, yeah. Even, it's going to cost you. I can actually take and put money from a different way and put it over there. But it can be a hard process because of, I don't know, I'm trying to prove that I'm not a freaking robot. Even if I was, which I guarantee you I'm not. Because here's the thing. The truth is that people don't realize this, is that, yeah, in a lot of ways we are. But the difference is that we have to have food. I have to have food. A machine doesn't. A machine can sit there and live without food. The only thing it has to have maybe is oil if it was a real robot, Oil and maybe some upgrades. That's about it. Otherwise, a machine can function every damn day and it not cost them a fortune because they don't have to worry about food. It still costs you a fortune anyway because you got bills you got to think about. And yeah, food is a bill. But you take that completely out of the equation. They can eat it if they want to, but they don't have to worry about it. Like, they don't have to worry about going starving because, they don't have no food left. Well, I do. Anyway, so, and then on top of that, you got, most people, I've been where I've had to pay utilities and stuff like that. It's not a good thing when you're on my budget. On any low budget nowadays, it takes more than what I got, and I'm not going to tell you what I got, but it ain't enough to do all these utilities, especially the way that they cost when you have to consider ultimately what you're running and everything. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you don't think that's a factor, you're sadly mistaken. It also depends on what you're running. Like, I can get away with maybe charging a phone, be nothing. Refrigerator, it's kind of nothing, but depends on as well if I'm running a freezer. What makes it go up, believe it or not, is those electric oxygen machines for people who smoke. Well, they weren't just for people who smoke either, because a lot of people who had them never smoked a day in their life. Also, a lot of people can have secondhand smoke, which means they didn't actually put it in their mouth, but it's like they might as well have, because they've got it in their because people. See, my mom smoked. And I'm not going to say it was a bad thing, and I'm not going to say it was a good thing, because I'm not here to judge her. Because that was her life. What am I can't complain that she did that. Yeah. The only thing I can complain about is what it was doing to her lungs, and I really don't care whether she smokes or not. Personally, I don't. I mean, honestly, people, try to convince me, well, that, it's just it's not a good thing to smoke. Well, here's the thing. I don't care if people smoke. I'm not here to judge you. What I have a problem with is what it does to your lungs. That's it. Otherwise, I don't care. And then there's vaping. Vaping to me is not the coolest thing, and I will never, ever, ever try vaping. Sorry, I will not do it. If I was going to do it, I would sneak a cigarette like any regular person would. or actually, preferably a cigar. And I mean a Cuban cigar. I don't care. And, or really not sneak it like I'm going to really hide it. Like, oh, no, don't look at me while I'm trying to smoke. I'm going to tell you I got that thing in my hand. No, that crap. As I remember, I used to do that through my life. And, the thing is, I've been through a lot in my life. I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to shut up. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're out of the flare. Nice. One more to go. Alright, next we're gonna go over this way. Yeah, what the hell. Scorpion and giant toad. I don't get is why she doesn't have wind, but it's alright. She should have already had this picked up, as a matter of fact. Wouldn't really hurt her to have at least that, and maybe meteor, something like that, I don't know. Yeah, but either way, she's still effective. You know what's good about this? Is you can still do this while you're on the pot. You know that? Who says you need a Nintendo Switch to be on the pot? I can actually sit here, and even if I had to bring a damn TV into the bathroom, I wouldn't have to worry about it. I could be like, yeah, so I'm taking it. I'm going to the bathroom. So what? Unless I'm still playing the game. The only difference is, I don't know. Actually, even if I was live or playing with other people, which I promise you, probably won't happen. Not in this day and age with me. I'm so far beyond that it's pathetic, because my brother and I were going to do that. It never happened. But yeah, I've been through so much in my life. And I'll tell you that there was this time that there was a fire. Oh yeah. I'm not worried about a fire these days, because I can't. I'm not going to tell you what kind of situation I am, but it'd be hard for me with this body. But anyway, without getting into specific details, because I don't have anything to worry about as far as that goes. Unless I'm actually in that other place over there that's in front of me. You can't see that, but it's another house. But even then, I would have a better way of getting out, but let's not talk about that. And it would also be an easier way to get fire going, because in here, I don't know. Now, I don't want to jinx it or nothing, but that can happen. It can still happen anyway, no matter what, but still. Yeah, anyway, so that one time, I was joking. I remember this. I've forgotten about it, because it's been many years. And my book collection got ruined because of that. Yes, and that ruined me on ever having books again. Actual books in my hand to read. Not that I haven't picked up one or read one, but I just haven't really kept them, or a collection of books. I had one at one time, and then again, years later, I don't know. But even so, for me to just have a collection of books, no. I have actually thought about it years later, because again, the word years later, because it's just.
I would think it would be necessary for us to both have the excess. Yeah, what the hell? Scorpion and giant toad. I don't get it why she doesn't have wind, but it's alright. She should have already had this picked up, as a matter of fact. Wouldn't really hurt her to have at least that, and maybe meteor, something like that. I don't know. I would think it would be necessary for us to both have the excess belt, but you know, because after all, this is just a game.
Yeah, it would depend on the game as well, because the way this thing is designed, you really don't need but one person with the ability of exit, because well, that's pretty much it. Only one person can use it anyway. It's crazy. It's like most anime, they actually have where the main leading character, because it is leading, not the only one who is the main MC. No, you got a bunch of them. If they weren't, see, the thing that makes them not main is when they're not on his screen, or as much as the ones that they're going to be with your hero all the time. I mean, even though that there are NPCs that can be with you, but they can also be main characters. Believe it or not, it just depends on what they're doing and where they have to be at with you. Because other than that, they're not main. They're like only main NPCs if you're just walking around. So you happen to see them all the time with you in your party. You know, nobody ever considers that, but yeah, they are. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up.
And I mean, wouldn't hurt for us to both have the excess belt, but that just depends on what you're trying to do. In fact, if you got all 5 characters, yes, all 5 characters, because yes, Jack counts as 1, and then you got Ruben, not Ruben, but Kelly, Tristan, Phoebe or Phoebe, and Ruben. So that's 5 people. Yeah, so you don't count it, it's just 4. Whatever, let's just keep going. It's been a while since we've seen Itchhog. And we'll be running again to some others that we probably already have seen in the battlefield that I actually beaten. But that's because I was trying to get the item. And I do that because I like to leave it open for later, because I'm going to be coming back anyway to do this.
So basically, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I got interrupted by a phone call for yet again a Katie. I think there's like a Katie or somebody else at one time. I got tired of it, put it on Do Not Disturb. The reason I took it off there is because I knew that it was going to have to come time for something else that was important. So it's a good thing I did. Otherwise, I probably would have never known if somebody was calling me. You know, well, I mean, I do check my phone almost constantly. Because I'm so used to it that I'll check it, but, you know, it just depends on how tired I am. A lot of times it's just like, I'll sleep through it don't matter. And that depends on whether or not I'm sleeping, and it's got Do Not Disturb on at the same time. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now again.
So we're almost done. Yep.
You know what's supposed to be Desert Hag.
Yep, Desert Hag. Yep, and there we go. I still haven't yet found out what the name of those other ones are. I think they're called Fang, but, you know, whatever. They don't even, if I remember correctly, they don't even show up until you go to one of the areas in Firebird. But either way, let's just get this done. Wind is the strongest I've got for this guy, even though that Flare could just as well do the job. Because we are pretty well off strong at this point. What the hell? Okay. Just about a couple more, and then we'll stop the video. God damn it.
Nice.
Nice. Yep. As usual, I'm going to use that. Yep. We won that one. Alright. So that's all the time we have for this episode. Until then, later.
So, pretty much, yeah. So, we're going to stop this video after we delete that video. And we'll empty the trash. So, just so you know, when you're actually recording, it actually makes a difference as far as trying to look at this. Unless you actually already have it open and you're trying to record. So, you know. Yep, the next video I don't have to worry about. But nor the one after that one. But it's the one up here for 2746. And that'll be another one I'm going to have to split. So, you know. And then after that, the 3808 is going to be something I don't have to worry about. But pretty much, yeah. This only became a long video because I talked and, you know, whatever, and, you know, whatever. So, anyway, yeah. Let's get to 22. See what happens. Wow, 23:45, 22:54. Damn, seriously? Okay, so we'll get to 54 and see what happens, because that seems to be a good stopping point. Even 23 is pretty good. Oh, wow. Didn't expect it to be that long and short. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this makes 5. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'll just get rid of that one. Making it whatever. So, anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Pretty much, we're almost out of room here. But we should be okay. Because I'm going to stop this at 54. Come on, get up to 54 for me. Alright.